All right, Ted, our modern world is so wired, so dependent on interconnected machines and gadgets that virtually every aspect of our lives is a potential target for cyber hackers, whether they work for governments, terror groups, crime syndicates, or maybe just our lone wolf troublemakers.
So what if a cyber attack took down the electric grid? Would your family be prepared? Well, earlier this year, President Obama created a special commission to come up with ideas for how they could make us all safer.
And one of the commission members is a Las Vegan who spoke exclusively to the I-Team's George Knapp.
On the very first day the Kangamoo Indoor Playground opened for business back in February, it was targeted for cyber attack.
And that was shocking to us. We're an indoor playground. We're not a bank, we're not Target,
The attack was repelled because the fledgling company had set up a digital firewall. But every day, Las Vegas businesses are hacked, ransoms are paid, personal data and identities are stolen and exploited. And in the big picture,
it's on a massive scale, globally massive scale. Business email compromises are very, we've lost millions of dollars here in the Valley alone. Over the past several years, the FBI has estimated over $2.3 billion of losses.
In Las Vegas, the FBI says organized crime rips off personal identities, commits digital fraud, but there are bigger threats. Someone tried to hack the presidential election. The DNC was pierced. Suspicions focused on Russia. U.S. cyber forces were prepared to unleash a massive counterattack, the first cyber world war.
It's not clear at this point what constitutes an act of war in cyberspace.
Las Vegas philanthropist and former Wall Street analyst Heather Murrin has spent the last 7 months studying cybersecurity. In April, she was appointed by President Obama to his cybersecurity task force. In a series of public workshops, commissioners heard troubling testimony about how vulnerable we are, our personal privacy, our businesses, and essential services.
Well, certainly in critical infrastructure, our water, our communication systems, our power, those are all things that we need to really ensure are protected. They are being tested all the time. That is absolutely a fact.
The Commission's timeline of recent cyber attacks is alarming. Iranian operatives hacked a dam that supplies water for New York. North Korean agents went after Sony Pictures and spilled insider secrets. In October, hackers took down an internet link that disabled PayPal and Twitter, among other companies. John Podesta's UFO emails spilled out onto WikiLeaks. Hackers even broke into the National Security Agency and stole government hacking technology. Murrin and other commissioners learned about cyber 911 scenarios in which the electronic grid could be at risk.
We'd be in a lot of trouble. People are not ready for it.
No, and back to the fact that we depend so much now on the transmission of electronic information to run everything from whether it's our water systems, our power systems, or just our households themselves.
Murrin's work for the commission focused on personal cybersecurity, an issue that will become more tenuous as the so-called Internet of Things expands, so that almost everything in our lives is linked to the Internet and thus would be hackable, from our TVs and toasters to pacemakers or cars that could be commandeered by remote control. The risk is that no part of our lives would be impenetrable.
It's everything.
It touches everything.
George Knapp, 8 News Now.
The Commission's policy recommendations will be delivered to President Obama on December 2nd and will be made public after a review period. Now, in the meantime, Heather Murrin has written some general guidelines about how we can all improve our own cybersecurity, and we posted that material on our website.